Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU the mighty mix spammer. Welcome back to Endless Space. It has been a while, however before we start and before we move on, there's a little something I have to show ya. Right now this is a page that I will link to you in a description, and I probably will put up an annotation as well. This is Save the Sowers thread, in which we voted if the Sowers are under part. There is also a, how is it called? A petition, not petition, a group dedicated to this very specific target, in which we want to talk about how Sowers need to be buffed. I mean, you can go pretty in depth if you follow the group and if you read the thread and so on and so forth. And this is really much so true. As you can see, I joined the fight just recently as well on my own, because the Sowers, they need to be buffed quite a little bit, unfortunately, because they are a race I really liked, and now, well, it is kinda ironic that I joined Save the Sowers fight now that I'm about to obliterate them, but as you may probably realize, one of the reasons why I was able to obliterate them with such ease is not necessarily just because I was so pro, but mostly because they are so bad right now. I'm not going to talk too much about the balance issue here, but there is one, I assure you. You can read that. I am too lazy to explain this on my own. Also, I feel like they need some more loving. I mean, after the automatons were added, I felt like automatons are kinda the same as Sowers. I'm sorry to whoever designed automatons, I like them, but they are kinda the same as Sowers in my opinion. I mean, a little too similar for me to feel comfortably about that. And the devs have also been kind of focusing around automatons recently, which is good because they need their custom skins and so on and so forth. They own skins, I mean, models, ship models, that's what I'm trying to say. But, you know, it has been so long since I've seen anything dedicated to Sowers. All other races, yes, I know they have not been loved too much either, because, you know, they are fine, but Sowers are not fine, they need some more loving. And I need to feel like there's a bigger distinction between Sowers and automatons, because in my mind right now there isn't really a big one. That's a little something I had to tell you. Now we can, however, proceed with the gameplay of this particular game that we are playing right now. Wow, I can really go to such extremes with my tax rate. That's very nice. I'm gonna go with 30% value. Why? My approval is still at 100% fervent, which is way too much. I'm gaining a bajillion dust per turn. However, if I were to go higher, some of my newly conquered systems would go into Rebel and Strike, not Rebel. And then their production is cut in half, actually even more severe than that. I don't remember the actual numbers, however, it is vastly decreased. I know that I do not really need to worry about those systems because, well, as you can see, I am sorting them by industry, and those are the lowest systems in terms of industry, the ones that are struggling with their approval, so I, technically speaking, do not need to worry about them. I mean, why would I? It's not like I'm gaining anything for them. Well, except I am actually. I am getting a lot of stuff like science and dust, and I can use them as emergency ship providers if I need to do so. So I should really not neglect the fact that I need to keep those systems at high approval. Besides, I'm already gaining almost 2k dust per turn. It's a lot of dust. I do not really need any more of that right now. Thank you. Now then, I am assembling a new peaceful fleet right over here near the entrance to my great and glorious empire. Now, however, there is a problem. You cannot see the warning because I accidentally deleted it, but the Hishu started invasion on Remor. I will have to kill them for that. Also, looks like they are moving in to try and capture Briar, which is also not so great. This is bad because by attacking them, they may like me even less than they already do, which means that we may or may not end up in a war sooner rather than later, and I'm not ready for it just yet. As you can see, I have my Stellar Bow ready, and my new gas helium is about to start, you know, being exploited, which is good, but problem is I need a wonder or something that is going to increase my, how's it called, influence area, so that they cannot start capturing my systems without declaring war on me. Unfortunately, it ain't gonna happen. I have all the systems I could install on those systems already. I mean, actually I do not. I still, yeah, this wood satellites and here. Same goes for entanglement sensor array, so I'm gonna go for it as well. I almost clicked on the button to buy it out. This would be bad, like really, really bad. It's a little bit too much dust for me to feel comfortably about. And actually this system now, actually in 110 it will no longer be an outpost, so technically speaking, if I am to go for this thing, it's all going to be good and dandy. I do not even need to go for entangled sensor arrays. I'm not sure if this will stop them, force them to not capture my system right here, but it might, so we'll go with it. Anyway, I do have some ships, fleets rather, that require my attention because they're ready to rock. So, one of my fleets has a hero in it. It ain't doing a thing because it just moved it's just used its movement points. However, I do have plenty of other ships. So actually, where is my Ginseng fleet? I do not even know, it's lost in the void somewhere. So Alpha 2 sounds stupid, I'm gonna rename it to Ginseng. I said rename it to Ginseng. There we go. Give me a second. There we go. Unfortunately, there is already a Ginseng fleet in there. So I'm gonna call it Ginseng... underline Gamma. Oh, Ga. Ginseng Ga. Alright, I'm good with that. It's gonna be Ginseng Ga. And you can only see the Ginseng part on this little menu right here, so it's even better. It looks like Ginseng. Anyway, what I'm going to do is assign my most powerful hero to this particular fleet. I have to wait for 3 turns. Never mind, Sandra's gonna send this fleet all right over here and start capturing those Pilgrim systems. Oh yes, baby. I ain't gonna sing, don't worry, I ain't gonna torture you this episode, but right now I don't have the mind for it because I temporarily forgot the lyrics. It's gonna change very soon, so don't you worry about it. Why can I not... cannot read this is one of your star systems? It is not one of my star systems, what are you talking about? What? Is it because my friendlies are trying to invade? It might be. I think it is what is happening right now. Well, that's a bummer, but I guess, alright, I'll give Sheridan what they want, and they want blood. They need it anyway, so I'm good with that. Now, what? Where is this ship? Is that you? Okay, let's assume that this is you. Yeah, it was him. Right. Now, this videocast so far is kind of wonky, but don't worry, I bet that things are going to start picking up in speed as we go on. Now then, there is also one other thing I wanted to say to you. I have not quite made a single StarCraft Heart of the Swarm videocast just yet, but I am about to. Right now this is a very busy week for me, I have guests and whatnot. Right now they're, you know, sightseeing Warsaw, so, and I left out of my home, so I can do whatever I want. However, I will not be able to do so as soon as they come back. It's not like I am complaining because I do like those guests. Don't get me wrong, that's why they are here. But, you know, it's making it a little bit difficult when you want to make videos, when you have guests. I guess you understand. I hope you do. And anyway, now what do I want? What is happening? Alright, Briar is right now being captured. That's nothing I did not expect. However, this was not supposed to be an outpost this turn. Alright, I guess this is a bug. It was supposed to be an outpost this turn, it still isn't, but I guess next turn it is going to be. Now, you just say you're my science guy, so you're obviously going to go for... well, this would be a waste. You're gonna go for some veteran thingies? Actually, no, I still can go for Negotiator 3, so that's what I'm going to go for. And a lot of production finished everywhere. That's okay with me, I guess. Javanas is now doing nothing, so I need to take care of that. What is Javanas anyway? Did I capture it or something? I know, but I did capture Ikima, so I can actually take a look at that. What do they have inside? Not a great amount of great things indeed. Well, this was a solar system, as you may remember, so that explains that, I guess. Oh, poor solar, so bad. So bad indeed. Right, so I'm going to capture this medium arid as well. Actually, do I have Hexaferm Abundance? Yes, I do, so I do not need to capture this Baron just yet. I ain't gonna go for, well, I would love some more money, but right now I need my approval a little bit more than that. After I get my approval, I guess I'll just go for, we will see, it takes 4 turns for this system to do anything anyway, so, you know, why would I care? Now, there anything else that I need to worry about? Doesn't really look like it, I have loads more ships. Now, this fleet, already those 2 fleets, they are not going to do a thing, so I might as well send them in this general direction and scout around. That's pretty much the only thing I struggle to achieve with this fleet, because right there on, I'm likely going to scrap it. That's a sad fate right there. Alrighty then. what else is here in store for me? Well, this Prosperity is just standing here guarding this area from a pesky little scout. Let him go. I don't want him to obey Perseus. It's not the highest importance. It's not of high importance to me to keep the system safe from scouts because, hey, why would I? And let's finish the movement of all my fleets that have any movements to make. Now, unfortunately, while I do love my friends Sheridan, they are trying to capture the systems that I wanted to capture, which is rather annoying. But hey, what can I do, really? Not much, I am afraid. So, yeah. So I'm gonna send my ships to there. It is another two-planet constellation, just realized. Wow. Those throw constellations, this universe is full of them. Anyway, I'm making my move and discover the Pilgrim Home System. Oh baby, this is going to be great. The Parohe, the Chalma Pilgrim, Sarambutan, Hogishipun, Kutinanan, the Temekapa, Sugesanum Moganguya. Non chemi of Saw, mana of Saw. Run, Pilgrim, Pilgrim, run, run. Now, technically speaking, I was supposed to say none, Pilgrim, Pilgrim, none, none, instead of run, because run shows up later during the lyrics, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. Let's go for Sabotage, because I feel like I'm going to need it, and then EMP in medium range. We both countered each other, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because the enemy is using the stupid, annoyingly stupid missiles, which I hate. But that's okay, since I'm going to most likely annihilate them anyway, which is by all means great. Now, actually, do they have beams? Don't tell me they have beams. Did they seriously have beams? It feels like they have beams. They have beams. Wow, this was interesting. Wow, I just realized. Holy bokeh, this battle is more interesting than I thought, and I'm losing it. Oh well, Pilgrims, they stand no chance against my might, or more to be more precise, against my fury. Because I'm dedicated to killing them, and there is nothing in a billion years that could possibly save them right here. I hope you realize that, because it is vastly essential for you to realize it. Now, I did counter the enemy card, but it's not really going to matter. I only have 3 ships left, and while they did manage to repair some of the damage they took, the enemy still has most of their fleet intact. Even though there's a lot of red X's right over here. Well, it's not intact, they have taken a lot of damage, but there's no way I can actually take them out. I may be able to survive this volley of rockets because it is a melee range, and at melee rockets are not the most effective in the universe, as you are probably aware. Still, it was a fun battle. I only wish the camera would work a little bit better, but hey, it's endless space, and that's one of its biggest flaws, unfortunately. Let me drink a little bit while my fleet is going to be obliterated by Hero, who's like, hey, I'm going to finish you guys and be a hero! No, you're not. You are a crazy, cowardly bastard who just wants to cash in on some easy kill after he sent his goons to do the hard work. Not okay with that, I'm gonna kill him as soon as I finish this juice. Now, as you can see, I went with Barry right there. Sorry, I was drinking this just for way too long. The reason why I did this is because I wanted to counter his card, because I knew that, actually I thought he's going to have more beams, but anyway, EMP is working good against beam and missile defenses. I do not think I will be able to actually defend against this amount of rockets, and I should have gone for another strategy to at least deal some more damage. But yeah, it was a moment of stability on my part. I did deal a small amount of damage that the enemy was not quite able to repair, but it's really nothing. Let's face it, unfortunately. So I did lose this battle, which was to be expected, but it doesn't matter. I'm all warmed up and hyped up as well. I'm willing to take the enemy down to that trash can. Don't know why trash can, but hey, we'll go with. And I'm going to enjoy killing them. Now the enemy, yet again, is repeating the same strategy over again. They're gonna send their goons to attack me, die in the process, and weaken my main fleet. Well, it's not my main fleet, but one of my fleets. While the main hero is just gonna come in and finish my fleet off and be like, hey, I gained a level! I'm so awesome at pro! No, you're not, Pilgrim! None of the Pilgrims are pro! The only pro players here are everybody but you. You're a devil you are. You have no place in our universe, and I care not for your pitiful excuses. I want you dead. I want you gone from this universe once and for all, and I will not take no for an answer. I do not want to see you here. I want you to die, and I want this process to be as painful as humanly possible. And I hope you accept and understand that. And if you do not, then it just makes me even more happy, because this means that you will die being ignorant, just like how you lived. You should never have messed up with the bear. I'm the bear! Who are you? You're like a shrimp! I eat shrimps whenever I can because they're tasty, and you are tasty, but it doesn't matter because I still despise you. It doesn't matter how tasty you are, I'm gonna eat it. I'm a bear who eats shrimps, and you're the shrimp, and I am a bear. That's how deep we go in this conflict. That's how badly I'm going to persecute. Why not? I'm going to persecute them, and then I'm going to annihilate them and take pleasure with that. I dearly hope that you, my dear audience, appreciate the effort that I put into killing other sapient species. I will admit I'm not doing this without a fair degree of joy, but you know, you can appreciate. I am sending billions to die just for my personal enjoyment, so a little bit of, you know... I'm not even sure where I'm going with this, but I'm enjoying this, which I guess is the biggest treasure of all, and this battle was way more boring than the last one because we weren't able to kill anybody. They destroyed 3 of my ships, I only destroyed 1, and that's about it. What happened here? Why are they so noob? I don't want them to survive for this long, I wanted to be dead by now. And now the hero is going to clean the mess, isn't he? Or not. And I still have a fleet that is completely fine and ready to attack. Let's go for it! Oh man, I told you this video is going to be a something, and this is a something. It's not a something, it's the something, it's the thing that is happening right now. As I said, you better run. I'm gonna stop here right now because it is going to fire, I'm sorry. Wow, this could have ended badly. Right now, I'm going to start with barrier to counter the enemy missiles. Then I'm gonna go in with EMP to deal as much laser beam damage as possible. And then I'm going to try and repair some of the damage that I took with another repair systems. This is the order I should have gone with last time, but I was still too stupid to think of it. So now, there we go. I did think of it now, so it's all good and dandy, isn't it? Oh boy, I do love a sweet hailstorm of lasers. Look, it's already bearing fruit, my tactic. I did not lose a single ship, they only got damaged, and now they counter me. That's not fair, it wasn't supposed to happen. It doesn't really matter all that much because I am about to obliterate them all, which obviously I love a lot. Look at that, they are going one by one, like the cockroaches they are. They die. All the cockroaches are notorious for not dying, but they are really poor man's cockroaches. That's what the pilgrims are, and they are only good for one thing and one thing only, being my worst arch nemesis, which I'm going to kill later. As simple as that. Now then, with this optimistic accent, I have won a battle. Hey pilgrims, you wet in your pants now? Oh. Well, I guess they maybe, but for the entirely wrong reasons, because they may or may not win this battle. I'm good with that. I want more blood, and it doesn't matter if I have to sacrifice billions, I will get my revenge. Because as you probably may recall, this semi-roleplay I'm playing right here, I mean, I am legitimately hating pilgrims and I want them dead. But as you know, the official lore of the Templars who I'm playing right now is that, you know, their homeworld got burned to ashes by one of my other, you know, custom factions, the Radiant. However, in this scenario, I imagine that pilgrims had something to do with this, right? They probably told the Radiants where I am, or maybe they gave them the weapon, or maybe it was even a ruse. Maybe it was not the Radiants at all. Maybe the pilgrims just dressed up like the Radiants, which would be quite a big achievement. But you know what I'm trying to say. Now, I wasn't able to do any damage, unfortunately, in this run, which is rather sad. But it doesn't matter. I was able to inflict some fear upon the enemy, and that in and of itself is a victory in my book. Now, those... Are those? No, those are not. Are those? Nah. I was trying to think, are those dreadnoughts? But they are not dreadnoughts. From one perspective, they kind of look like dreadnoughts, but they are not dreadnoughts. Anyway, the enemy still has a lot of fleets left, and I do have one that is fairly strong, but you know what? I'm gonna, you know, blockade the system, because if I had to keep attacking, I will lose this fleet and stop my concave over the enemy's homeworld. I do want to keep the concave going, because right now I make sure that the enemy has no science production on the system at all, and that their dust production is decreased by 75%, which is very, very nice, especially considering that their home system is rather decent, especially for science production, although they went for hyperscale farms, so I guess they do not care all that much now, do they? Anyway, it was a rather amazing and fabulous. What was that voice? OMG, I so hate my voice. I'm sorry, but that's just the matter of a fact. The matter of a fact. Yep, that's my English in a nutshell. I say the matter of a fact, and now I'll keep saying that because it should, to be quite honest, reach the dictionaries. The matter of a fact. You know what would be funny? If this actually was a legitimate, how to call it, thing that you can say and use in English. That would be kind of funny. And don't tell it wouldn't be, because it would be. I'm telling you that. Anyway, loads of ships have been made. Giovannis, my dear sir, what are you doing? Not a lot, are you now? Alrighty then, what I can do with you is make sure that I have this installed, and then you will no longer be stagnated. And you should be happy about this, because then you're gonna get unlimited information highways, and then you're gonna love me even more. Hey, I said then you're gonna love me even more, so love it! That's the creepiest way anybody asked anyone to love him. Anyway, I can keep merging my ships and fleets and whatnot. Alpha and Moon, those are pretty bad names. But whatever, I guess we'll go with. And can I finally be at peace with Amoebas? No, I cannot. Can I finally be at peace with Hisho? I cannot, but I wanted to check anyway. Well, Sophons like me less and less. I feel like declaring war on them just to make sure that the Hisho are less likely to, you know, attack me, which would be rather bad, but you know how it goes. Alrighty then. Now, what else did I want to do? You do say I'm on your merry way to this particular system to find out what is inside of it, and I'm good. I could send one of my ships to somewhere and see how it does. Actually, I'm very tempted to do that, but no, I'm not gonna do so just because I don't want to anger the Hisho. It would be like angering a ball. You don't want to do this unless you're ready to strangle the ball, and then kill the ball and eat its innards. That's the kind of gory scenario I'm thinking about right now. But at this very particular moment, I'm just a tiny little weeny human. Well, I'm not a human, I'm more than a human. I'm a Templar. I'm a machine that used to be half machine, half bug, but now I'm entirely machine, and I'm willing to kill some people. Go away, pilgrims! Anyway, what is this? The enemy of my enemy? We may not be friends. Yes, we are! We're at alliance! We have parties together! Anyway, but we do share at least common hatreds. Sharing attitude towards you is now very close. Hey, baby. At this point in time, this is probably where the members of this species start to visit the bedrooms of my species. So that's kind of cool, I guess. Although it could be pretty, well, awkward, since I'm a machine, they're humans. Could be rather awkward, as I said, but I will go with it. I will go with it. I have no problems. I'm an open person to any sorts of experience. I'm terribly sorry for this commentary. I know it's one of the weirdest I have ever provided. Although no, if it was one of the weirdest, then it would be obviously one of the best. But right now, actually, what do I want to go for? More veteran or value creator? I'm gonna go for value creator because I need them trade routes. They are very, very useful, especially my best hero. And I forgot what I was talking about, but that's nothing new with me. Now, Quadronics discovered, do I have the abundance of it? This would be pretty sweet, and it doesn't say if I do. I may not have, however, I did unlock Delvian construction, which allows me to do something I have been waiting for a while. But first, I have to show you something that I could off camera. You know, I was thinking if I should not upgrade my fleet to be a little bit more powerful and stand a chance not only against pilgrims but also against Hisho, who may still attack me. And for that, I would need those two upgrades. Ultra Extension, which would be great on support ships, and then, you know, a particle attractor, this would be useful at all. However, this thing, that's a lot of health, and this thing, that's a lot of damage. So with that, I would have a fleet that is pretty much unstoppable. However, right now I thought that to myself, I do have the biggest population in the entire universe, hands down. There's nobody who can compete with me on this level. And what does work best with somebody who has the biggest population ever? That would be the non-Byronic shell. This upgrade, it's obviously very late game. You may even say that it is end game, and this is indeed the case because it allows you to go ahead and try and get endless empire, which I will not do. It's a lame way to win the game. I will unlock it just in case, maybe, because I really want to win on an endless difficulty setting, but I want to do this in a legit way, if you understand me. Anyway, still, also what I was trying to say, non-Byronic shell, look at that, +2 of everything per population mark of planets. It's almost always worth it. Actually, you only need, if you have 4 population on a single system, it's already useful, right? In every way. In fact, even if you have less, it is still useful because it gives you this extra science, which I would gladly pay 7 dust for per turn. So, it is an amazing upgrade. It does cost a lot of industry to create, if I remember correctly. Let's check this real quick. It costs, wow! 1,050, that's a lot of industry you need. However, with my current dust and industry, I think I could either make it on my most productive systems, or just speed by it on my less productive systems. So it's all good and dandy. Now then, pilgrims, you're gonna wait, because I like to make you wait. As simple as that. I can upgrade my ship because now I have way more tonnage, as you can clearly see, which is great. I can get rid of those extended feuds because they were making my LCD go crazy, and I am a very LCD kind of person, so just so you know. You don't know how to annoy me if you want to. Anyway, actually, maybe I do want to go for crit. No, this particular ship, it needs accelerated magnetics. As I said, it's not the best ship fleet composition I make by spamming only those ships. I have plans to go for something better, and I think I should soon start doing so. But right now, I really want to see those bad boys in action, and I have not yet seen that against a worthy fleet. So you know how it goes. I want them to be even more awesome. So I'm gonna make sure they have certain plasma deflection is good. I don't think anybody is using a lot of kinetics, and even if somebody makes a switch, it still is enough to withstand some firepower. What I do need is dense plasma shields, and I need a lot of them. Let's go for 15, and then let's start the party. Oh yeah, let's start the. I'm sorry. I do not even know the lyrics to this song, if this is a song at all. I honestly don't know. It just popped out in my head, and started singing like crazy. Oh well, I'm gonna leave extreme artillery in, although I have a feeling that I can soon resign from it ever existing, because this ship piece 5.0 is a rather powerful one, and I don't think it will actually need this much extra invasion power. Right now it seems to be a beast anyway, nevertheless, or whatever fancy word you wanna use, and there's not really a thing that could actually stop me from 410 capturing anything I desire. As simple as that. Although the enemy does have a huge technological advantage over me, maybe not a huge one, but they probably do have some crazy defensive things, so yeah. Anyway, what are you doing here? You cheater! You don't have an open border treaty with me, you broke it! I mean, technically speaking, I was the one who broke it, but you know how it goes. It's not fair, that's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, you do go ahead and try to discard this. Oh. Those guys are gonna die. Can I finally be at peace with Hishiro, please? No. So I cannot be at peace with Amoebas either. No, unfortunately. And is the attitude trend at least stable? Yes, it is. If it goes below 100, then I can no longer, at least I do not think I can ask them to be at peace with me. Maybe even suspicious is not good enough. I didn't know. I hope it is good enough. If it's not, I'm gonna send them tons of gifts just to make sure they are not going to attack me just yet. As I said, I'm not ready for it. I need to buy my time and kill pilgrims while we are at it. It's a very, very pleasant thing to do. No, Jamie off, so man off, so run, pilgrim, run, run. I had to do this, I'm sorry. Anyway, this fleet has a hero, the enemy's fleet, so I am going to lose this quite decisively. I will go for a barrier, it is going to counter sabotage, and actually camouflage is going to be even better with that. And then I'm gonna go for EMP to try and deal as much damage as possible. Now, I hope that the enemy makes a mistake and will be countered by me. No. We both countered each other. It was stupid because I forgot that the EMP counters defense. If I went for something else, for example barrier, it would be more useful than camouflage, because right now I get no benefits of it whatsoever, while barrier would actually shoot me against more of the damage than I'm going to take right now. And I'm going to take a huge portion of it. Don't get me wrong, it's not even going to be funny. 1 prosperity down, 2 down, 3 down, the rest survived, which is good. But it only barely survived. Now, the enemy went for the strategy. They clearly are aiming to destroy the rest of my fleet, and I dealt no damage. How is it possible? I can tell you, it's the hero. Heroes can make a huge difference. I mean, literally, this guy is on level 7, but I bet you, he is making all the difference there needs to be. Literally. And now my entire fleet gets obliterated with a single volley. I was technically speaking a second volley, but you know how it goes with missiles. They just do their job, and you can only hate people who use missiles. As simple as that. I wish that somebody would change this, or at least that there would be a mod that changed missiles. I don't know how long I have to talk about this, but you know, just make missiles fire twice per turn. With more or less the same efficiency, but at least this way, if you kill somebody quickly, then he will not be able to fire all the missiles. I think you know what I'm trying to say here. It's just something I really hate. I can understand that also with this particular way of missiles, you can also, you know, you also basically allow the enemy to fire all the time they want, but I don't like this way of thinking. I really do not. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's finish the movement of all my fleets. And actually, no! I'm gonna lose my hero! No! No! Well, okay, they've decided to throw an easy prey on me. So that's good enough. My hero will probably just level up from this. And he will survive, which is most important of all. Unfortunately, he cannot be reassigned just yet, which is a big problem because, you know, I did what I thought was best. It is not best. It is not at all. I do not think I need to waste dust on any of those abilities. Although, you know, why not? Let's go for illusion, make sure that I take absolutely no damage, even though with this particular hero and the level I have and the Bushido bonus I get, we're just gonna counter each other. Right, so I wasted a little bit of dust. It doesn't really matter anyway, because it was not a lot of dust, let's face it, and I'm going to gain a lot more by killing. I'm sorry, by destroying this army, which I'm very happy about, let's just face it. It's basically what I live for. I live to kill pilgrims. And they are very good at it. I mean, dying. Now then, I was able to counter the enemy, which allowed me to repair any damage I may have taken. I don't think I have taken anything, but just in case I did, now I am fully restored and back in working condition, back in business. Back in business. Whatever, we'll go with it anyway. Also, I wanted to say that, yeah, I recently redecorated my room a little bit, by which I mean I took the old Sonic Day, aka the Chaos Generation posters off the wall, and I hanged them again in a different arrangement, with some new posters that were not hanged just yet. The reason why I did not hang the newer posters is because I was pressing them down, because you know they ship to you in those tubes, and when you stretch them over they kind of roll back into a tube-like position. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So what I did is I put a lot of heavy stuff on them to make sure they're flat. Now they're very flat and they are on my wall and they look amazing. I was able to show off, show them to my guests, and you know, it's what I like to do. I like to show off. Anyway, defend 1 just to get access to Death Barrier. I do want Death Barrier because if I remember correctly, I think it looks awesome. And even if it doesn't, I just want it anyway. Anyway, I'm worried to attack because, as you remember, in another space there's this little gimmicky thing that I do not like at all, that it is always the AI that decides who you attack or which fleet of yours gets attacked. You can never choose which one you attack, which is stupid in my opinion, but yet again it's something that has not been changed and is probably not going to be changed anytime soon because I have not seen the devs doing those, so you know how it goes. Anyway, actually I have never asked anybody to take a look at that. Well, anyway, if nobody mentioned this before, I guess this isn't a pressing concern for other people, so, you know, I probably wouldn't get a lot of backup in this case. Anyway, I did colonize 2 planets, so let's make sure that they are properly exploited. This is actually going to be, it's 35 minutes so far, in terms of length, this video that we are seeing right now, so it's just about average, I guess, right now with the shorter span videos I'm trying to make. I explained to you why I'm doing this, so right? I'm pretty sure I did on numerous occasions, so I'm not gonna do so again. Instead, you know, I like Dust and adaptive taxation systems, they are awesome. However, I kind of think about going for more food, because this system doesn't give you a lot of food at all. And this would give me some extra food for each population on this planet and not the gas helium when I colonize it, so let's go for it as well. This could be nice. Right now, it would actually even make me gain food as well, so, you know what, I'm going to go for it. Man, I'm really failing with English on this cast, I'm kinda ashamed of myself. But I wanted to make a cast. To be more precise, I felt like I need to make one because of this Save the Sowers action. It feels like they need saving, especially now that I am going to kill them in 2 turns, so you know how it goes. Anyway, what system I was walking on? Alright, Ikima, you say you're gonna get your hyperscale farms, then colonial rights. What do I want of this system next? Probably more science and dust, and then science to dust and dust to science, whatever, you know what I meant. And then some of hydrosequencing because it is amazing, and then I realized I have almost no industry production, so I'm gonna go for it, and I'm gonna get it first before adaptive taxation systems. It's still gonna take forever, but it's the kind of forever I can agree with. If you understand what I'm trying to say. Now you do say, you need to be pumping out more ships. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Oh yeah, baby. Nobody stands a chance against me. As I said, Gruz? What? What are you doing here? Whatever. Gruz, you say, what are you going to do? Nothing whatsoever, because this is one of my most useless systems. So I'm just gonna make sure that it converts into dust. Now you may be thinking, OMG, are those all peace ships? They are! Holy piece of cake! Nobody stands a chance against me. Nobody! How strong is my fleet? How strong is my fleet? Second most powerful. Take it, Hisho, take it, Pilgrims. You have no chance. If anybody wants to kill me, I'm gonna kill them fast. That's how it's gonna be. I really want to kill by domination victory. Or expansion. One of the two. As simple as that. Alrighty then. Now, you just said do not attack anybody. It could be a bad idea. Do I have any backup fleets? Not yet ready. In fact, I was waiting with them for no reasons whatsoever. However, now I'm starting to think that I can make this hero go away. Kura is going to be captured no matter what. There's nothing that can save the Sowers. Of course, it would end this hero some levels, but what I want to do is save Remor, because as you can see, it is stuck on this outpost 110. It might be, I'm not sure, but it might be because the Hisho are trying to capture it. So I need to take some kind of action. So what I'm going to do is send this fleet, only so many ships, not a lot, but this will be enough, to Remor. I'm going to assign my second-in-command hero to this fleet and make sure that Remor is mine. As simple as that. Also, I'm going to reinforce it with additional peace, so there's nothing that could possibly withstand the firepower, especially not a single ship. I mean, let's face it, it cannot do so. Anyway, you just say you do not need a thing, but Remor, however, is getting close to being stagnated. I do not want it to be stagnated. I could colonize this Baron with high gravity and get rid of high gravity, but what I'd rather do is go for self-construction to make sure it is going to take hugely longer to capture the system, improve bunkers to make it even harder, and then, actually, why not, let's go for entangled sensor array to make sure that I have more control after this system turns into an outpost. I mean, a colony rather than an outpost. And then this, because hey, why not? Actually, maybe I can, yeah, I can fit this in a single turn, that would be great. And I will be able to spy them for fleets, which I still do not know what it does, but I could do so, because why not? And then some more population. Wow, I'm killing a lot of stuff, and this is one of the sites I love most, just so you know, Alright, you just say you god. Because why not? And I think this is it. I can end my turn. I'm not gonna end the cast just yet. I'm gonna have a few more battles because I like destroying things, you know. And I'm gonna warn you for the future. I ain't going to keep making endless videos, endless space videos, no matter what, especially now that I feel like I am entering the end game and I'm ready to kill everything. I ain't going to continue making Sword of the Stars the Pit videos because I like this game. It's fun. I like spending time with it and even recording it as well. But what I'm definitely going to do is StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm videos. I have been waiting for them for a long time. Oh, poor guys. Really poor guys. And as simple as that, there is... Alright, create fleet, and then merge all of those together. This poor guy is going to die. And I really want to make a StarCraft 2 cast. It has been forever since I made one. Forever. Now then, this system, unfortunately, OMG, I should not have reassigned my hero, because now it will take forever to capture anything right here. That's rather annoying. Maybe I should send a single piece over here to speed this up a little bit. Alright, I can do so. Piece number 5. You go to Kura, try to make it fast, will ya? Alright. Oh, those are those guys that are about to get decimated. Alright. Who got attacked? The one of the 2 ships, that's good, because this allows this fleet... no, they cannot escape, unfortunately, because the system is blockaded. Oh well, let's end this with a bloodbath and annihilation of my forces. In the meantime, we can see that the enemy is still using the troll missiles, which I hate so much, as you know. But, you know, it's okay, we are friends with each other. It's not like they're planning to kill me in the near future. It's not like I always plan to backstab them when I'm ready. I'm not ready yet, so I'm trying to be the best friend, which they seem not to understand. And I just realized, why did I enter this battle if I was planning to retreat anyway? There's no need for me to do so. We're just gonna watch those fleets look at each other for several seconds. Not the most exciting thing ever, but hey, we'll go with it, unfortunately. And I got short-circuited. Oh well, I'm gonna drink some juice then. Why not? I wanna. Oh boy. Alright, this video is getting quite long now. It's over 40 minutes, so I need to hurry up, because if it is too long, as you know... 2 warriors are too much for my freedom fighters! No way! I do not believe this! Fight me! Fight me, my dear friends! I'm gonna kill you in the most pleasant manner possible, because I don't want you to be too angry about me killing you. Anyway, 2 warriors are the serious worthy of my army, where they have lots of flak. Whatever, let's do this! I'm willing to kill them. And I hope I can do this. Now, if all my ships focus fire on a single target, I should be able to do this rather easily. The enemy did go for camouflage, and unfortunately we're just going to mitigate the damage I can do by a lot. Which is a problem, but you know how it goes. It ain't much I can do about this at this stage, unfortunately. What I can go is however, is go for short second in the medium range. But look at this. They actually have just a little bit better missiles than I do. And wow, they must have some way better... Yeah, them flag did not let a single thing go through. This is scary. Seriously, legitimately scary. Yeah, let's just go for offensive retreat, which is not gonna work because I'm using missiles, but let's go for it anyway. I don't want to retreat, I wanna offensively retreat because it sounds better. Anyway, I'm gonna lose 2 more ships probably, and they're gonna lose nothing. Not a thing, not even take any damage. How? Don't ask me because I do not know. It's scary, it's stupid, mad, crazy, and whatnot. But hey, that's what happened. Any man? Look, this day really wasn't the best day for me to make a videocast. I think we can all agree that this was not one of my best ones. In fact, it was most likely one of my worst ones so far. But at least we got to watch loads of things explode, which is why you are here, I assume. That's why I'm here at least, so, you know, if you're not watching this because you like to see things explode, then why are you here? Why would you be here anyway? Definitely not for my devilish good commentary. That's definitely not a factor, unless you may like pain and suffering. In this case, I would understand this. Now, the enemy is going to counter defensive cards. So what I'm going to go is probably go for an offensive card. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Gravity Well, then I'm gonna go for Gravity Well again. And then I'm gonna repair any damage I may have taken. Now, I do believe the enemy is going to be able to survive this battle, or even deal a lot of damage. Why? It is my fleet, and those are the pilgrims! As simple as that. I said it with such a charismatic, manly voice that there is nothing that can withstand my power. As you can see, their missiles are not marked for my flag defense, and some of my fleets, you know, they kind of failed for accidental reasons, but it happens from time to time. I guess you understand this. But now is where the bunnies are being murdered. This is where we kill our little fairy fellas and throw them at pilgrims in a final act of disrespect. Because this is the medium-range phase where lasers, as I stated many times before, deal the most damage, and the missiles are no longer as effective as they used to be, they say. Not at all, and oh, look at that! I countered you! Look at you! You pathetic creature of flesh and bones. Actually, you know what I feel like? I feel like throwing a Shodan quote. You know what a Shodan is? Somebody recently posted something about her in the comments of one of my The Pit videos, when I said that if we ever create an AI then which is actually capable of emotions, then it should be treated as equal to us, at least as equal. And somebody was like, nope, think of Shodan. And I was like, exactly, my point exactly. Shodan is awesome. Well, I wasn't really thinking about her when I said it, I'll be honest right here, but honestly, still, she had some awesome quotes. And no matter what, we should give AI a chance. Anyway, a single variant, I do not see this as a worthy battle, so I'm just gonna auto-battle this. I'm gonna go for illusion to make sure I do not take a lot of damage, then repair any damage I may have taken out of this thing. What is that? The Galactic Leaders? Oh yeah, baby, my Galactic Leader is at level 20! Oh wait, I did not want to click that, oh well. Anyway, oh yes, your hero has reached a level of experience and ability that few in the galaxy can hope to match. Use their talents wisely, for they will build tools to shape the future. I said it with a cool accent, future! It's a future that we're shaping, the future! I'm sorry, I know it was kinda gimmicky, but I like gimmicky things, and I work with them. Yes, and now I have a new battle card that I can use if I feel like it, which I'm very happy about. Now then, dear sir, I lost 2 ships, that's okay, could be worse, could be better. I do have access to better intergalactic travel, and I can turn planets into areas, speaking of which, I forgot to do something I really wanted to. Actually no, that's not you. Actually, that's you too as well, actually, yeah. My dear system, which is giving me a lot of science. I would rather you didn't. As simple as that. What I want to happen is I want to have a little bit more dust. And a little bit more dust. And you know what? Now I think I can go for even more dust. Oh boy, I would really like to do that. Turn a lava into a holy ball cake. Really? Am I going to? I am I not? Why not? Let's do it. I didn't click it. Why not? Let's do this. Oh yeah, baby. Now this system is going to be absolutely pathetic in terms of industry. So before we do that, I need to make sure my industry is up to standards, and I can do this by hydro sequencing and putting this somewhere at the top. So after hydro sequencing, I actually do need the smooth survey because it is going to give me more dust. I didn't even go for careful sweeping yet. OMG, why am I so stupid? You know what? I have so much dust. I can boost this. And boost this as well. Why not? And boost this. Yeah! Let's do it all! Let's do it live! And then it's gonna take me forever to actually get to hydrogen transformation. Oh well, I can wait. I honestly can. Also, I have living inhabitants at the ready, so my small lava, which is about to become a small gas helium, I mean hydrogen, is going to not have a lot of places for people to live in. Oh, then I'm good with that. I'll be able to fix this with relative ease. However, I will need some more happiness. Let's do it live! I'm sorry, I had to. Anyway, that's it for this system. However, this system, can I do anything? No, asteroid belts are still asteroid belts. However, medium tandem with perpetual flux core. Actually, what you need to be is you need to be a jungle system, to be quite honest, and that's what I'm going to aim for. So, even though I could turn you, for example, into a gas giant, then it would take me forever to turn it back into a jungle. So I'm going to leave the system as it is for now. Alright, and we have seen our battles, we have seen our share of blood, sweat and tears. We have witnessed many people dying and we enjoyed killing them. I think this is good enough for this cast. I enjoyed it. I hope you did as well, even though it was very bad. I'm gonna say my outro now. It was PANCZASU, the mighty mix spammer. If you somehow actually enjoy my cast, please by all means like it, maybe even subscribe to my channel if you wish to see more. Also please leave a comment because I love reading them and they help me immensely. Thank you for watching yet again, and I'll see you online.